For sure, you have heard of the Uber company, well known for enabling people to easily find and connect with a taxi driver based on a technology or an app. And its popularity promoted thinking about applying different business models and what you actually really need to run a successful business and what should be outsourced. If you need to better understand what business model really means, we encourage you to watch our video explaining the topic. Link is in resources section. But let's go back to Uberization, and gig culture terms. As you know, Uber is a sort of a two-sided marketplace where, on the one hand, you can find independent contractors, in this case, taxi drivers, and on the other, those who need the service, meaning taxi clients. Based on the technology, a customer can easily find and pay for the service needed, while Uber is taking its cut, without even owning a fleet of cars or employing taxi drivers. And many other companies from different industries have started to explore possibilities on how to apply or exploit the benefits of this business model philosophy, making the term Uberization of economy so much popular nowadays. If we look at the Uberization from the aspect of how to apply something similar, there are many examples or role models coming from different industries like Airbnb from hospitality, meaning earning on renting other people's space. Udemy from education, earning from selling training programs provided by independent trainers, and many others. Yet, looking at an Uberization from a business designer perspective, it is just one possibility. If we want to exploit the true benefits of the business model in terms of you being a contractor, meaning a sort of a customer, especially in terms of employment or hiring field, we should pay more attention at following trends: raising popularity of a gig culture for freelancers specialized for sophisticated professional services like corporate finance, project management, market research, IT services, and similar, available through marketplaces like Fiverr, which focused on the mass market, or Toptal, focused on the premium segment. You will easily notice that all those services basically belong to our techno structure or support staff clusters. All those platforms are usually useful for smaller companies looking for additional ad hoc help. However, in the long term, we expect a rising popularity of this trend even within larger contractors. Let's explain. Gig culture. Gig refers to well-defined scope of work, time of delivery, price, and other specifics of the service offered. The core, underlying value for all those marketplaces offering freelance opportunities can be summarized as the following. Talents are more or less equally distributed throughout the world, while opportunities are not. Marketplaces are designed to bridge the gap. And before you run away from this idea to rely on freelancers, think again about possibilities. For sure, freelancing is an old-school way of doing a business from employee perspective. Yet, recent technology breakthroughs triggered a gradual shift towards the online world. At first, it was associated with cheap work and trading a few hours of your time for quick money. But that time has changed a lot. Initially, gig culture was perceived as a very short-term engagement based on platforms like People Per Hour or Upwork. Today, contract tenor is expanding towards a few months of engagement or even more through subscription service offered at Fiverr or as a project contract offered at Toptal, either part-time or full-time engagement for the next few, 6 or even 12 months. In addition, working at marketplaces was perceived as cheap based on relatively simple tasks provided by a not-so-sophisticated workforce, for example, jobs like basic content writing, proofreading, recording voiceovers by native speakers, and similar. Nowadays, that has changed a lot too. Now you can find brilliant experts for finance, project management, strategy, IT, etc. For example, Toptal is marketing itself as providing top 3% of the best freelance experts globally, based on their own screening and selection process. Or you can notice that Fiverr has introduced levels or rankings for their freelancers based on overall work done and money generated through the platform. Those are all important game changers, improving, professionalizing, and standardizing the offer and work provided. And there are many other shifts in values and approaches of doing a business. From traditional, permanent, or sometimes temporary employment, now we are facing a movement towards service as a product attempt via platform. There is no more an employee as your subordinate concept, but your supplier as equal with you, sort of a partner collaborating with you on your own project. From delegating job to your employee, there is a shift towards negotiating terms via some platform. Who is going to provide you a service the best? Where there is a sort of a competition for both parties. You are just another one offering some project, while there is another freelancer offering the service you need. Work from office is shifting towards work from anywhere for certain group of jobs or laptop class of employees. There is a shift from a local workforce towards global and remote work. While you have relied mostly on a fixed, salary-based work, there is a shift towards transactional, action, and results-based incentives. While traditional job offering was focused on stability, nowadays there is a shift towards fulfillment. For sure, these are the core changes emerging with a rising gig culture, especially triggered by technology and COVID-19 pandemic. While we do not expect all people to go this way, we think this movement will have a strong impact on the way we all approach our jobs, influencing future of work and how we are going to design the organizations. That's why many elements presented within adhocracy configuration will have an increasing impact on many companies. If you are interested, spend some time exploring Fiverr and Toptal, how and what they offer, and why that has increasing trust for both parties, freelancers and companies.